24 hours ago, 4 brave souls were locked up in our Hollywood and Highland crematoriums. Deprived of sleep, the 2 teams were each given a huge pile of ridiculous information to study. Trapped in a Hollywood storefront all night, they had to resist the urge to sleep and cram as many facts as possible into their exhausted brains. No sleep, no privacy, no mercy. Now we're gonna find out what they've learned. There's 10 grand on the line. It's time to Cram. Hello, I'm Graham Elwood, and welcome to a very special Valentine's Day episode of Cram, the only show where the contestants are given all the answers ahead of time and a full day and night to cram it into their tired little love-struck brains. Earlier, our exhausted crammers were delivered via Saturn Ion from their overnight study sessions in a Hollywood storefront. They're just arriving now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Crammers! They're tired, and yet they're still excited. Thank you very much for being on the show. We have Lisa and Rafiq. I understand you guys have been engaged for 10 months. Yes. Yeah? How was spending 24 hours in a crammed little room? How'd that treat you?
We had fun. We're in love even more so now.
Yes, we are. And Steve and Tiffany, I understand something very special happened last night, and our surveillance cameras were there to catch it. Let's take a look.
Okay, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hutch.
Hachoo! Got you.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
William.
Will you who?
Will you marry me?
That's not in there. Are you serious?
Proposed? That's unbelievable. Were you expecting it at all?
I had no idea it was going to happen.
Let me see the ring. Oh, my God. Congratulations. And what a better way to spend that by jumping on the huge hamster wheel. So run on over to the lovely Icy and get those wheels a-moving. All right. Oh, Icy. You little Cupid devil, you. All right, guys, get the wheels moving. As you can see, we've spared no expense here on Cram. Got that at the dollar store with a fistful of nickels. Couldn't even afford a red shirt for me to wear. All right, just for making it through the night, I'm going to start each team off with 100 points. There you go. But let's see if you can hold on to them through our first round, which is called the Rant. Last night, we gave our crammers a bunch of articles to study, including an article from Entertainment Weekly about the wedding of David Duchovny and Téa Leoni, an article from the World Book Encyclopedia about the history and traditions of Valentine's Day, and from the National Enquirer, an article about a man who found his dream girl by posting a sign in his yard, and he made some extra money by selling his bookcase. All right, I hope you guys read them, because in this round, each team is going to pick an article and rant on it for 40 seconds. Tiffany and Steve, in addition to gonna start a life together, you also won the 3 a.m. coin toss. Which article do you guys want to rant on?
The man with the yard.
The man with the
yard. Sign in his yard.
A guy with a yard. That's fascinating. All right, here's how it works. We've secretly selected 8 key words or phrases from that article. For every one of those you mention, you'll hear this. Oh, even that bell sounds of love. And you're going to get 10 points. Here's the catch, though. You must talk continuously. Every time you freeze up, stutter, or stall with an or an ah, or if the judges feel you've gone too far off topic, you will hear this. Oh, and you'll lose 5 points. Who is going first? Steve, you're going to talk for the first 20 seconds. Tiffany will talk for the second 20 seconds. Here are the key words for the folks at home. Ready? Go.
Lovelorn Danny Tiley from Gastonia, North Carolina, thought he beat the game of love when he found the dream fiancée, Nancy, her name was English, and she was from Florida. And Nancy was a beauty queen, and she worked in a law office as a business researcher. And
switch.
She was from Florida, and he put a big billboard in his yard, and he painted it with old paint from his garage with 2 big hearts and his phone number and a sign that said marry me, and he got a lot of responses, more than 100, from marrying mindful women. and Nancy heard him.
Out of time. All right, you got to keep the wheels moving. You just got to stop the ranting. All right, you got 4 of the key words or phrases, which is all right, and the judges only buzzed you 1 time, bringing your score to 135 points. That's very good. Let's see how well that holds up. Lisa and Rafiq, which of the remaining 2 articles do you guys want to rant on?
We'll do the Tia Leone and David Duchovny wedding.
All right. Who's going to go first?
I will.
Okay.
She is.
Remember, you get 10 points for each keyword or phrase from the article. There they are for the folks at home, and you're going to lose 5 points for every buzz. Ready? Go.
Okay, Tia Leone was 31 and David Duchovny was 36. On May 6, 1997, they got married and they went to Greenwich Village and went to a church called Grace Church School. And they met in 1992
Switch.
on the Tonight.
They met in 1992 at the Tonight Show preview where they practiced to see who was funny enough to go on the show, and she made it, but Duchovny didn't make it. Anyways, right now they have a 3-year-old daughter named Melanie.
Out of time. All right, stop your ranting. You guys got to keep the wheels going, though. You guys only got 1 of the key words or phrases, and the judges buzzed you 5 times, bringing your score down to 85 points. But don't worry, plenty of chance to catch up in round 2. Tiffany and Steve, you have the lead for now. All you guys got to keep those wheels moving. These poor, tired crammers may be love-struck by Cupid's arrows, but they've also been hit over the head with the tired stick. See if they can recover next on Cram. Welcome back to our very special Valentine's Day edition of Cram. Only one of these poor tired teams is going to get a chance at $10,000. Lisa and Rafiq have 85 points to Tiffany and Steve's 135. Tiffany and Steve, you're in the lead. You're going to have first crack at winning some more points, so come on down off the hamster wheels. Bye, Kissing Bandit. Okay, before we do this, if you guys win the $10,000, what are you going to do with it?
Oh, that's easy. Got to pay for this rock here.
Good choice, my man. Good choice. All right. You guys studied a lot of stuff last night. I have 2 tests represented here. Pick one.
We'll go for that one.
That one it is. Oh, look at that. It's a bunch of hearts. Last night, we brought real live magician Handsome Jack to your cramatorium. You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
All right. He taught you all about the art of throwing cards. Yes, common playing cards can be deadly weapons if thrown correctly. We also gave you a deck of cards to practice with. Did you guys get good at it?
Not
It
exactly.
started to come to us.
All right,
He's better than I am.
Okay, well, we'll see, because we have here our simulated target gallery. As you can see, we have 7 heart-shaped paper targets. And here are a bunch of common playing cards. Your job is to alternate running over, throwing the cards at the hearts. You can throw up to 1, 2, 3. You must break the paper to score. Then, of course, you must run back here and tag your partner, who's then to go out there and throw the cards. Of course, studies show that sleep-deprived people have a really hard time doing 2 things at once. So I'll also be asking you guys, like, no! I'll ask you questions from Cram's big, dumb book of stupid lists that was in your cramatorium last night. I'll give you the title of a love song, and you tell me who made it famous. You remember that list?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. Each heart you break is worth 20 points. Who's going first?
I'll give it a try.
All right, Steve, do me a favor. Stand right there. Tiffany, you can stand right behind him. 45 seconds on the clock. Ready? Go. Steve, I will always love you.
Whitney Houston.
That's correct. Tiffany, what about love?
Heart.
That's correct. Steve, love will keep us together.
Captain and Tennille.
That's correct. Tiffany, silly love songs.
Paul McCartney.
That's correct. Steve, best of my love.
Eagles.
That is correct. Tiffany, keep on loving you.
Pass.
Wrong. REO Speedwagon. Steve, I'm all out of love.
Air Supply.
That's correct. Tiffany, love hurts.
Nazareth.
That is correct. Steve, all for love.
Bryan Adams.
That is correct. Tiffany, can you feel the love tonight?
Elton John.
That is correct. Steve, love can move mountains.
Celine Dion.
That's correct. Tiffany, endless love.
Diana Ross and Lionel Richie.
That is correct. Wow, man, you guys
Just under the
did
wire.
an excellent job. You guys got 11 10-point questions correct, bringing your score to 245. Let's see how many of the 20-point hearts you got. All right. Ooh, this one, yes, that's worth 20 points. Someone's broken heart. This one here, there's another 20 points. And this one here, all right. So that's an additional 60 points, bringing you guys up to 305 points. Man, you didn't get any one of these. Ow. All right, now, I'm sorry, I'd like to hang out here, throw more cards with you, but lovers got to get back on your hamster wheels. All right, Lisa and Rafiq, now it's your turn. Come on down. Let's see what you guys are going to be doing. Yes, excitement abounds. Before we do this, I want to know, how'd you guys meet?
Well, I play football, and she was a manager for the cheerleaders, so that's the way we met.
Oh, that's cool. Man, I never met any ladies when I played Pop Warner football. All right, this is what you guys are going to be doing. Oh, it's Cupid. Last night in your crematorium, we gave you a foam dart gun. We call it the Cupid 2000. Yeah, the Isonator. Here, each one can grab. Did you guys practice shooting with it?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, let's see, because it's time for you guys to play Cupid. Over there, we have 7 giant Valentine's Day candy hearts. Your job is to take the Cupid 2000 gun, run over here, and fire 1, 2, or 3 shots from behind this line. You must knock the heart completely off the beam to score. Then you must run back here, tag your partner, who can then go out and shoot hearts. Of course, nothing on this show is that simple, because we're going to have you guys doing 2 things at once. You're going to alternate answering questions from Cram's Big Dumb Book of Stupid List, which you studied last night. I'll give you the names of 2 TV characters. You tell me on what show they were a couple. You guys remember that list?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Each correct question will get you guys 10 points. Each heart you break is worth 20 points. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Do me a favor, stand right there. Rafiq, you can stand right behind her. 45 seconds on the clock. Ready? Go. Lisa, Sam and Diane.
Cheers.
That's correct. Rafiq, Al and Peg.
Married with Children.
That's correct. Lisa, Dave and Maddie.
Moonlighting.
That's correct. Rafiq, Ward and June.
Leave It to Beaver.
That's correct. Clock's ticking. Lisa, Thurston and Lovey.
Gilligan's Island.
That's correct. Rafiq, Paul and Jamie.
Mad About You.
That's correct. Lisa, Chandler and Monica.
Friends.
That's correct. Rafiq, Rob and Laura.
Dick Van Dyke Show.
That's correct. Lisa, Hank and Peggy.
King of the Hill.
That's correct. Rafiq, Joel and Maggie.
Pass.
Wrong. Northern Exposure. Lisa, Archie and Edith.
All in the Family.
That's correct. Out of time. All right. Come on down here. You guys did pretty well with the questions. You got 10 of them, bringing your score up to 185 points. Okay, you guys broke 3 hearts with your Cupid 2000s. The hot stuff won, even though it fell late because you hit it early. We're going to give you credit for that. So that brings your score up to 245 points.
Hey.
Nice work. I'd like to shoot some more hearts with you guys, but you got to get back on your hamster wheels and get them moving. All right. At the end of round 2, the score is Lisa and Rafiq's 245 to Tiffany and Steve's 305. It all comes down to the next round. One of these teams will come out smelling like roses with a shot at 10 grand. The other team will wilt like 5-day-old daisies. It's next on Cram. Welcome back to our very special Valentine's Day edition of Cram. Lisa and Rafiq have 245 points to Tiffany and Steve's 305. Let's settle it once and for all, kids. Off the wheels. Come on over here. Tiffany and Steve, in addition to just getting engaged, you also have the lead so you can relax in your premarital bliss in those wonderful, comfortable chairs. Lisa and Rafiq, you guys have some work to do to stay in the game. This is your last chance to catch up. Last night, you studied the knock-knock section of the book, Ha Ha Ha. You remember how knock-knock jokes work, right?
Yes.
Well, okay, well, we've abbreviated them here to make it easy. I'll say blank who, and you'll finish the joke. For example, if I were to say Val who, you would say Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. All right, which one of you wants to answer the knock-knock jokes?
I will.
All right, do me a favor, my friend. Get in the dinghy. Lisa, you can hop on the Concept 2 rowing machine. All right, all you have to do is keep the green light on. As long as the light is green, you can answer the questions. To keep the light on, Lisa, you must row fast enough to generate at least 100 watts of power. For every correct answer that Rafiq gives, you guys will get 30 points. For every incorrect answer, going to increase the number of watts by 50. All right, you guys need 2 correct answers to stay in the game. 45 seconds on the clock. Ready, go. Got it. Isabel who?
Isabel Working.
That's correct. Yolanda who?
Yolanda me some money.
That's correct. Turnip who?
Pass.
Wrong. Turnip on timing. You'll miss the surprise. Another 50 watts. Got to see green light. Oscar who?
Oscar to come out and play.
That's correct. Alex who?
I'll actually out later.
Wrong. I'll explain later. Just let me in. Another 50 watts. Got to see some green, Lisa. Come on. Get us to the shore. Do it for love. Oh, out of time. All right. Well, you guys got 3 questions, which brings your score up to 335 points. Let's see how it holds. Now you can get yourselves a little break. I know you've all right, you guys, your chance. Steve, Tiffany, whoever one of you is going to answer, do me a favor, hop up in the dinghy. Okay, you guys need 1 correct to tie, 2 to win $1,000 and a chance at $10,000. 45 seconds on the clock. Ready? Go. Eileen who?
I lean over to tie my shoe.
That's correct. Kent who?
Can't you tell by my voice?
That's correct. You guys just won $1,000 and a chance to turn that into $10,000. More importantly, you just earned yourselves a little rest. There you go. So why don't you run over to our sleep center where our resident sleep therapist, Ms. Pickwick, will tuck you in. Lisa Ravik, I'm sorry you guys couldn't. There you go. So why don't you run over to our sleep center where our resident sleep therapist, Ms. Pickwick, will tuck you in. Lisa Ravik, I'm sorry you guys couldn't pull it out, but we want to thank you for staying up all night. We are going to give you $500 for doing that, so you can go have a nice Valentine's Day dinner. Okay, all right. Over the commercial break, Miss Pickwick is going to read our crammers some warm and snuggly bedtime facts that they've never heard before. They better try and stay awake and concentrate, because when we return, there will be a $10,000 quiz. Miss Pickwick, they're all yours.
12% of all bachelors use plastic kitchen utensils. Stamp collectors are 15 times more likely to date in high school than coin collectors. In Tokyo, there is a strip club fashioned after Alcatraz. You're getting very sleepy. Items found in the stomachs of great white sharks include a 27-inch color TV, a carton of adult diapers, and a Lazy Boy recliner. People who appear on dating shows are 12 times more likely to skip their high school reunion than those who appear on game shows. The average person flushes the toilet 6.5 times per day. The most used phone digit is the number 9. 4% of women filed for divorce after learning their diamond was really cubic zirconium.
Welcome back to our very special Valentine's Day edition of Cram. In just a moment, an alarm will go off and a 60-second clock will start. The crammers will have to run over to these teeter-totters and balance before I can start asking them questions. I will quiz them on the facts that Miss Pickwick has just read to them. They must get up to level 5 to win. For every question they get right, they get closer. For every question they get wrong, they fall back. If they can get all the way up to 5 within 60 seconds, they will win $10,000. The catch is, every time any one of the 4 edges of the teeter-totters or any part of their body touches the ground, I will stop reading and start the question again from the beginning. Sound like fun? Here we go. Let's go, man! Come on, come on, come on! Clock's ticking! What Japanese city has a strip club?
Tokyo.
That's correct. What actor kept up?
John Wayne.
That's correct. What is the average amount of change found underneath the sofa cushion?
457.
That is correct. What is the shortest sentence in the English?
Go.
That's correct. What does lacrimal fluid lubricate?
Your eyes.
That's correct. You got your $10,000. Oh my God! This is unbelievable. 10 grand. You were...
I thought we were down to the wire.
Wow, I thought you were going to run on the hamster wheels and start doing that. That was amazing. Well, take a look at the ring you just paid for, my friend. Nice work.
How did I remember 457?
Guys got some coffee? All right. Now you can go home and get some sleep and have a wonderful wedding. I hope you come back on the show when you're a married couple. That'll be fun, all right? That's it for our special Valentine's Day edition of Cram, but the Crammers for our next show are already loading into the Hollywood and Highland Crematoriums. They look pretty fresh now. Wait till you see them tomorrow. For all of us here at Cram, I'm Graham Elwood saying, if you snooze, you lose.